we on the come up. They,
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? We on the come up. They on the come down.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
They want anything advertised. You know, start paying us and everything. We be like, yeah, drink you some of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
drink you some of this shit right here.
That's what the Israelites do.
Right. That's what we try. King Cobra. You know what I'm saying? Get that bite. You know what I'm saying? But they're not paying us, so we would like to keep that stuff off the camera. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All, as far as people know, this is just beer. Period.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Brand and all of that don't mean nothing. Is that we live for it?
Right.
Yeah? Okay. All right. Okay, we keep on reading inside the scriptures.
Yes, sir. The Lord has broken the staff of the wicked. Their whip is what it's talking about, huh?
Right.
And
Lord broken. What is the staff? Give me the staff of the wicked. The staff.
Oh, the police. Is it like that? The police.
You kind of own to that, though. You own to that.
The military, all of it. They got their staffs. Their staff with the whips and and
their power. Yes.
Okay.
Their power.
Okay.
He's broken the power of the wicked.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
And what is this? What is that? It is separate.
And the scepter of rulers.
And the scepter of the rulers.
The scepter is what a king would have. You know what I'm saying? It might be like a stick with like a diamond at the end of it, some really huge, expensive stone, and he'll point it. Things like that. You know what I'm saying? He'll be pointing his staff. I grant you permission to speak. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like that. You know what I'm saying? He'll be on something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I grant you permission. Go ahead. Say what you got to say. And it'd be some type of stone worth $umpteen million on the end of that damn thing.
Yes, sir.
He done granted you that. That's what kings would have. You know what I'm saying? All right. Go ahead.
He who smote the people or smite the people? Smote the people and wrath with continual stroke.
You read it loud. If you got to, chop it up. Okay. Go each word for word, loud and powerful.
He who smote the people and wrath with continual stroke.
With a continual stroke. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. Can anybody tell me who that man is?
The white man.
Yes, because he's at war all the time.
Years,
he's the only man on the face of the planet that cannot go 20 years without war.
Oh man,
he can't do it. He does not want peace. He's the type man. He's like, if it was a peace time come through, he don't know what to do with himself. He does not know what to do. He's like a drug addict that ain't got no drugs, right? If it's a drought of drugs, how a drug addict gonna be? He gonna be all, fidgeting and he's all, what I'm saying? He feel real uncomfortable. He want that drug. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's how the white man is when it comes to warfare. When it comes to war, he cannot stand to not kill, to not destroy, to not oppress. He has to do it. He can't help himself. You know what I'm saying? He was made to be that way.
Oh yeah, the man of the field.
Yeah.
Esau, his forefather.
Exactly. And you said it. Say that again.
Esau is the man of the field. He's a hunter. That's his
field.
gift.
Yes.
That's his gift.
That's his gift. That's what he do. It said, "By the sword shalt thou live," means his life would come through what?
A sword.
Yes. Deadly carnal means. He would have to steal everything. He would have to kill everything.
Yeah, they don't have culture. They don't have no culture. They don't have nothing. They stole everything.
Right. They have to.
They the real caveman.
Right. They have to steal. Right. Mm-hmm. They have to murder. Yep. Okay, go ahead.
He that ruled the nation in anger is persecuted, and
Non-hindrance means nobody can halt it. Nobody can stop it.
The white man.
No, nobody can stop what's coming up on him.
Oh, okay.
Just like nobody can stop him from warring, right?
Yes,
well, guess what? Nobody's going to be able to stop him from not being able to be at war when he doesn't want to be at war.
Right.
Nobody's going to be able to stop that. That's why I said no one, he's persecuted and none hindered. It means nobody can stop what's coming up on him. They can try. You know what I'm saying? They can try.
He said,
no. I mean, hell, you got blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that's trying right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That's why you see blacks and Hispanics running around with MAGA hats on.
What are MAGA hats?
MAGA hats is them red hats that Donald Trump supporters do. They trying to stop the rat. The Christian church is trying to stop it. They trying to do what they can do to stop the wrath that's coming up on the white man. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to stop it. So much so that they will turn against the Most High themselves. I mean, directly. They're not going to be able. It's going to come a time where they're not going to be able to fool people anymore. Who they really are is just going to come straight out plain in front of everybody. Plain as day. And there will be the decision. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen. Go ahead, Ward.
The whole earth is at rest.
Whoa, now that's a powerful scripture right there. It said, read that part again.
The whole earth is at rest.
It said the whole earth is at rest. So who is causing the trouble on the earth? If the whole earth is at rest after this time, then who the hell causing all the trouble now?
The white man.
Yes.
So once he get defeated, it'll be at rest.
Yes. Think about it. Look, the white man monopolizes every sin that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are known for now. Name me one that he's not.
Everything we know is from America.
Just
the way we talk.
Not just from America, because the white man is not only in America. Mm-hmm. He's all over the world. Russia is not America. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? What name one sin that black people do that the white man is not over? That he doesn't set and reign supreme over it. He's not on the throne in. Just one.
I want to say drugs, man.
Say he's not over drugs?
I mean, no, like he's over it. Like he's, you know. Like,
no, I said name one that he's not over.
Not over.
One sin. Just one.
Pork. Eating pork.
He's not over that?
He's not over it.
Who comes out with commercials saying pork is the other white meat?
I don't know, man.
White people do. Black people don't come out with commercials saying pork is the other white meat. Black people do not own these major, huge slaughterhouses that slaughter 10,000 hogs a day. Black people don't own that. Black people do not have the power to make pork the cheapest meat when the black people in that city is only making $8.50 an hour or $7.75 or something like that. And then they turn right around and make pork the cheapest meat, targeting at who? Because they know that you're poor. Yes, they know that you're poor. They know that. So that means they set at the top of that also. Just give me anyone. Francisco, you also in this too. Give me one. Give me one sin. Give me one. Because everybody trying to put it on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that we the cause of all of our own problems. You know what I'm saying? Just try. Just be creative. I mean, just try and think of something. Just anything. Regardless of what it is. You know, how small or big, whatever the case is.
I can't. White folks, they're over everything, no?
Mm-hmm.
They're over everything. All the sinning, no?
Yeah, they over everything. You're right. Every evil thing, yes, they're over it. Every evil thing. Name me just try and name. Just name something. Just think about something.
You can't. I can't. I don't know.
Right.
What's the question again?
Name one sin that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians do that the white man does not reign supreme over, and he sits on the throne in that.
There's not one.
He's over the top of that. Go ahead.
Oh, there's not one.
Right.
There's not one.
No.
What do they say? This black man don't take care of his kids. Well, they say that's a sin, right? That's a sin. Go ahead.
I seen an ad in the newspaper talking about Judah, saying that women all they want is food stamps. They don't want to work and all this and
What?
that.
Says the women. Say that again.
That women, they use the welfare department for food stamps and all these things, and they blamed us and you.
Okay, now, okay, glad you mentioned that, because now you think about it, who did they go into agreement with? They went into agreement with the government to kick that black man out the goddamn house. And they married the government. And the government seen it coming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They married the government and they said, we'll give you this, give you that, this and that if you kick him out. She took the deal. You know what I'm saying? You know why did she take the deal? Y'all know why she took the deal?
No.
Because she wanted to be with the white man so bad that she took that deal, and she believed during the time of 1981, 82, 83, and all of that, that the white man, it would be her and him together. You know? That's what she believed. But let me tell you what happened. The white man used her. She did what he wanted her to do. He don't need you after that. And every fat white woman that you can think of came back and gobbled up all the black men that black woman kicked out the goddamn house. You talk about a goddamn jiu-jitsu. You talk about a goddamn checkmate. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real.
Yes, sir.
You talk about a goddamn checkmate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, damn, you know. And she decided to marry the government, and that fat ass white woman married her black man. You see what I'm saying? And then she turned, and then she lost her man. In a lot of cases, they lost their kids because that's when CPS started hitting real heavy. CPS started to come up during the 80s. You know what I'm saying? During the time when I was a little kid is when they very first start hitting real hard. You know what I'm saying? They lost their goddamn, you know, the man. They started losing their kids, losing their hair. You know what I'm saying? I mean, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Now she's a single mother, sleeping with random dudes. You know what I'm saying? Lost every damn thing. Lost all chastity. You know what I'm saying? Lost all chastity. Because, I mean, goddamn, even during the time of the 60s and the 70s, you still had black women that was, you know, of marriageable age that were still, you know, still hadn't had a man yet, you know, things like that. And some brothers could actually get a decent woman. After that, that was in the garbage because she's so independent now. Mm-hmm. So now she's married to the government, but the white man is not screwing her like she wants him to do. So now she just nabs up random black men, screw them, and they the replacement for they scratch the itch for her while she sat there and she gets the, you know, so she's getting, you know what I'm saying? All of this together is making a husband for her. You know what I'm saying? She got random dudes piping her down, and she has, you know, the money from the government for food stamps and Section 8 and welfare or whatever the hell the case is. That's one of the reasons why she can't appreciate a good man, because hell, and all of those together make one good man for her. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
all of that stuff. So what she did with somebody else, anybody else, she just using him just for, you know what I'm saying? He come through, pipe her down, whatever, and then she move on to the next dude, and he pipe her down, and so on and so forth. It's just a string. She got different rods, you know what I'm saying? Because she like variety. She doesn't want, because of the, you know, that devil juice that has been implanted in her. She don't see herself being with one man and only wanting one man for the rest of her goddamn life. You know what I'm saying? She wants straight rods. She wants rods that curve. She wants little rods, big rods. She wants it all. You know what I'm saying? And some boxes and stuff on the side too. She wants some vaginas too. You see what I'm saying? All of this come together to complete and make one husband for her. That's why your situation with your woman ain't working out. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's get back into the scriptures though.
And it's quiet. Look, I'm starting this again. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet.
And the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. So that who's causing all the problems? If it's quiet now and it wasn't quiet before, who's causing the problems? Yes,
the devil.
So anybody say, "Oh, well, black men, we black men don't do this, black men don't do that, black men ain't accountable, black men don't hold themselves accountable, and no lack accountability."
Like
yeah. That's what people say. Black men don't hold themselves.
So he can separate us from our wives.
Do you think about it for a second? I mean, damn, it's a reason even for that. I mean, damn, because we're the burden bearers of every fucking body. Pardon my French. We're the beast of burden for everybody. So now, when you think about that, you think about how you the beast of burden for everybody, you start to think, well, damn, everything just can't be all just me. So now, when you sit there, and this even though it might be your fault, you know what I'm saying? You trying to kick against every damn thing just being your goddamn fault. You're trying to kick against that. You know what I'm saying? That's where the lack of accountability comes at also. It is also a deep ingrained subconscious thing. You see what I'm saying? Because we get the blame for everything we literally do. You know what I'm saying? Things that ain't got nothing to do with us. We get the blame for it. Ain't got a goddamn thing to do with us. Russia is going against America against Russia. Now, we would sit there and think, well, hell, we ain't got nothing to do with that. Mm-hmm. But guess who they blame?
Oh, man.
We're to blame for that.
Oh, man.
Russia's mad because Russia didn't have as many slaves as America.
Damn.
They didn't have as many Negro slaves. Bosnia, Croatia, all of these countries, we think that we ain't got a goddamn thing to do with. They blame us for everything. Because they figured, even the poor whites that had land and everything, but didn't have no slave, couldn't afford slaves to own the land. Guess who they blame for that? Right. Yes, they blame us. Because they figured if I had niggers here, I wouldn't have to do all of this work myself. And then they go over there and say, well, my daddy was a poor farmer. My daddy he angry because his daddy didn't have no damn slaves. And he blames us. Why didn't you want to work, nigger? Why didn't you want to work? For your poor white neighbor next to you that, that's working a job that he hates and getting drunk all day, beating his family. He blames you for that. Especially let him see a Negro roll down the street in a nice car. They're getting everything. That's the way he see it. They're getting everything. They don't look at the Arabs and all of that have the stores. Their main focus of hatred is you. They don't care if the Arabs can sit among them and get rich as they goddamn want to do.
And send it back to their country.
Yes, they're not going to sit there and talk about them. They're going to act like they're damn near non-existent. They go to the goddamn Arab store themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Too?
Yes, all of that. They don't have no problem with them sitting in America and getting rich. It's you that they worried about. You know what I'm saying?
They know who we are.
Right. No, they don't. They might not even know. They just know that they have an ingrained hatred for you.
But I feel like the white man studies everything in the world.
Yeah, but the poor whites don't study shit.
You think they didn't study the Bible?
Man, poor whites don't study a goddamn thing.
Poor whites.
They study David Allen Cole. You know what I'm saying? They don't study nothing. Poor whites don't study shit.
Hell no.
They just like, to some respect, they just like Negroes. They don't see. Here's the thing. Because the white race is not made up of a bunch of goddamn scholars. It's not made up of that. You have the ones that are scholarly, and you have the ones that are not. You have the professor, and you have the goddamn carpenter, the bricklayer. They're two different types of men. You know what I'm saying? Two different manners of men. You have the dude that works in the factory next to you. You know what I'm saying? And you have the guy that sits in the office. You know what I'm saying? Okay. They don't know the same things. The guy that's working next to you in that goddamn factory, he's not studying jack shit. He doesn't care to study. You know why? because his race has scholars and stuff that study for him. He don't have to do that. You see what I'm saying? They can compensate for what the hell he lacks. A white man, he can be a weak man up under a woman, right? You know, like say for instance, you got a white man, he's weak, and he's with a black woman. He has a measure of strength. He doesn't have to be strong. You know why? Because he has his race of men can compensate for his lack of strength. And when he passes away or anything like that, or if he's being, or say for instance, if she wants to call the cops on him, right? She done scratched this white dude all up, and the police are gonna come. They're gonna take his side, and he knows it, so he don't have to be so tough. You see what I'm saying? He ain't got to be the best fighter. He ain't got to be the best goddamn dunker, the best athlete. He ain't got to be none of that because he has a race that compensates for him. They're together. Us, on the other hand,
I told you I'm a roofer, man. I gotta go bust my ass every day because you know it's hard for
But that white dude that works with you, he ain't got to bust his ass.
Oh man, they don't have white.
Yeah,
man.
he don't have to because he has a race to compensate for what he lacks. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
he ain't got to go and just work hard. We be thinking, oh, just black men, all we got to do is just work hard. You stupid. You thinking dumb. You know what I'm saying? No, you know, we expect for, in our race, we expect for everybody to be the same. You have this type of man, and you have that kind of man. We are all supposed to be LeBron James.
Oh, no.
Really. We're all supposed to be LeBron James. And anything that falls up under that, you know what I'm saying? He's of nothing, of no value. That's how we think.
Well, everybody got different skills.
One of the reasons why we're on the goddamn bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Because we think like that. We want everybody to be prototypes of each other. You know what I'm saying? We got LeBron James, and we want everybody to be a LeBron. You know what I'm saying? We got 50 Cent, or whoever the greatest rapper. We want everybody to be that. We got this dude, this white collar dude, Barack Obama. Every black man is supposed to be a Barack Obama. He ain't even a black man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But we made him a prototype of what every black man should be. You know what I'm saying? If you think outside of that, and you're not that kind of way yourself, all of a sudden you're no value. You know what I'm saying? We always got to fit certain categories and molds where everybody else can fit all of these different molds and come together. That's why you have so many black men that are like white collar, like what they call these red pill dudes. You know what I'm saying? These red pill dudes are dudes that actually it's a bunch of dudes supposed to have like good jobs and stuff like that. These some Tommy Sotomayor type dudes, you know, stuff like that, supposed to have good jobs and careers and stuff like that. And but the thing about it, one of their biggest problems is they can't see how the thug gets the women. They can't understand that. Because in their mind, they think every black man is supposed to be like them. But at the same time, these Negroes don't have anything that they actually do with their hands. Niggas was building societies before there was computers. I'm just keeping it real.
No, you're right.
Can't build a house with a goddamn computer. I ain't never see no niggas go and then the house has to be fucking built. I've never seen that. You know what I'm saying? You let them have their way, and everybody will be some type of computer dude or some type of lawyer or this and that. Now you take all of these Negroes, pile them up together, and throw them in a goddamn wilderness. They're not gonna figure out how to screw in a damn light bulb. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
They're not gonna figure nothing out. You know, they don't understand. You know, like say for instance, other races understand this because the police department were actually the thugs.
Fire department.
Yes, they were the thugs of the white race. They were you know what I'm saying?
It's a game.
Yes. What they did, well, yes, that's what they were. They were the gang members. They took them, gave them a place, told them, you're white just like us. And they bonded with those. So now you got the politician, the white collar dude, bonding with this blue collar cop. And they bonded together and they became a powerful entity together, and they're ruling and crushing the hell out of us. These so-called red pill dudes and that think that they're so damn smart and everything, they can't even understand a goddamn concept like that. And one of the dudes stood there and said, well, they'll be good to be like soldiers and everything. Like should be something that should be despised. Oh, being a soldier should be despised. So obviously you still dependent on the same damn people that destroyed you for protection. And you're gonna build a society on that, right? Yeah. Fat chance on that shit. You know what I'm saying? But they love attacking that street black man. Well, I swear they love attacking him, and they make a dividing line between, themselves and that type of black man. You know what I'm saying? It's awfully funny because they're always firing shots at him, but he's never firing shots back at them.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? But they're created in their mind that he is firing shots at them only because he has a piece of snatch that they figure that they should be for them. You see what I'm saying? You see this type of stuff? These are the reasons why we so damn destroyed. Certain concepts.
That whip every day. It's there. It's there. They make sure we don't forget. It's there every day.
Right. But here's the thing about it, because these dudes is obviously in agreement with that kind of thing. You see what I'm saying? They're in agreement with that. These so-called what they call red pill dudes and all of that, they're in agreement with that. You know what I'm saying? They're making a dividing line. They're saying we are the new Negro. What they are really is Darwinists, to be honest with you. You know about Charles Darwin?
No, sir.
Okay, Charles Darwin believes in evolution, and anything that's not evolving should be destroyed. They believe that so-called thug black man is not evolving into what they're evolving into, but none of these dumb niggas is owning nothing. You know what I'm saying? They out there turning gay just to sit in the office. While that's the thug black man, he still got some masculinity to him. I'm just keeping it real. While this dude, on the other goddamn hand, he's sitting in some goddamn office wearing a little ribbon for breast cancer, like he got titties. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Things like that, acting half-ass goddamn gay just so he can get a damn position some goddamn where. And that thug black man's supposed to look up to this piece of shit.
Rappers too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Like he's supposed to look up to this piece of shit. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah, man.
Straight up.
Yes, sir. No role models today, None. No men. Only in I.S.U.P.K.
The I.S.U.P.K, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We got white collar dudes, blue collar dudes, dudes that were ex-thug, dudes that were this, all walks of life is in here.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't discriminate based on that. You know what I'm saying? This is a place to where the damn lawyer will say Conway Khan to the unemployed ex-drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Or the dude that he'll say Conway Khan, meaning sir, yes, sir, to the man that works at McDonald's. And it'll be the lawyer that'll be saying that to him and following the order of a man that works at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? On the damn back line as a cook some goddamn where. You see what I'm saying? Now you're seeing how the Lord sees things. The Lord's not impressed by your damn career. You know what I'm saying? He's not impressed. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we be thinking like that. We think we got this $100,000 a year career and everything. Like the Lord must be pleased, well, you ever see what the Lord did for us in the scriptures? I don't think he's impressed. You see in the wealth of King Solomon?
Hey.
No, the Lord wasn't impressed with the wealth of King Solomon. I wonder if the hell he's gonna be impressed with your little $100K a year job. Why is he impressed with that? You know what I'm saying? The Most High sees things different. He's not a respecter of the rich. He's not a respecter of persons of the rich or the poor. You know what I'm saying? The Most High raised up who the hell he wants to. And he also, well, as a matter of fact, there's a scripture on that. I'm going to look for that scripture right quick.
Let me turn to it.
Francisco, I'm gonna look it up. I gotta Google it because I ain't ran across the scripture in a while. Francisco, you hand me my phone right quick, boy.
Where's the phone?
So right there on the charger. The charger right there by the in the window. The window over there. Give me Daniel's chapter 4 and verse 17. Give me a loud, powerful read on that, warrior.
Yes, sir. You say 14, 17?
4 and 17.
Oh, 4, 17?
Daniel 4 and 17.
Daniel chapter 4, 17. This matter by the decree of the watchers.
Matter of decree of the watchers. Go ahead.
And the demand by the word of the holy ones.
Right.
To intend that the living may know that the Most High.
What it said that the living may that the who may know?
The living.
Right. The living may know.
That the Most High rules in the kingdom of men.
Okay.
And give.
So, wait a minute. Who rules in the kingdom of men?
God rules.
Read it. See what the scriptures say.
And that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men.
The Most High rules in the kingdom of men. Go ahead.
And gives it to whoever soever he will.
It said he do what?
He will give it to whomsoever he will.
And it said he will give it to whomsoever he will.
And right now he gave it to the white man.
Right.
And
Right now he gave it to the white man. But there was times, during the time of Daniel, he didn't give it to the white man. He gave it to the Babylonians.
Who the Babylonians?
The Babylonians, Nebuchadnezzar and them during the time of Daniel.
Was it white man or?
No, not white men. Those are Africans.
Oh, Africans. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The white man, the Lord didn't just keep putting the white man in power all throughout history.
Because Egypt, the African.
The white man's the last of the heathen men to come into this kind of power.
Okay.
Not the first. And not, it's not, he just don't keep on throwing down white men, then raise up other white men. The Lord don't operate like that. He gives every nation their time in the sun.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
Every nation gets their time in the sun. White people will have you thinking like that. White people will have you thinking that the Medo-Persians and every race that's ever ruled were white.
White.
That's so not true. White people are one nation of people, and they are the last of the heathens to be on top like that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That's the reason why they came into power with Greece. That's the beginning of them being at the top. Who was before them? The Medo-Persians. You know what I'm saying? The damn Iranians.
I heard about the Persia, or we was in Persia. Is Alexandria? Alexander or something?
Alexandria was in Egypt. But
he's
that was
a black
still
man,
under that was still under white rule.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was at the time of the Greeks. Alexandria was during the time of that the Greeks were in power. You know what I'm saying? The white man was in power at the time. It was the beginning of him being a dominant factor on the earth. That's why when you go back to Genesis, when it said, and when thou shalt have the dominion, talk about Esau. When thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck, means you will no longer be a servant unto Jacob. At this time, the yoke, that's the yoke, because we always had a yoke up on the neck of the white man clear up until the time of Greece. You see what I'm saying? We were able to, you know, they rose up against us and all of that. We would slam them down. They rose up against us, we would slam them down. You know what I'm saying? But during the time of Alexander was the time the yoke was broken from off their neck. You know what I'm saying? And they started having the dominion on the face of the earth. That's the reason why Rome was in power by the time when the time of Christ came upon the earth. You know what I'm saying? During the Maccabees, we were warring. Who were we warring with? We were warring with the damn Grecians. You know what I'm saying? But what we messed up at is we made a league with Rome. When we were supposed to make no covenant with no heathens. You know what I'm saying? Even though everything seemed good at first, but it started to lead to our demise. By the time Christ come up on the scene, now the Romans are rulers over us and oppressing us in all in our goddamn cities with martial law and so on and so forth. Then Vespasian and Titus, then we had to run down into Africa. You know what I'm saying? All of that had to happen then. You know what I'm saying? All right, go ahead, give me some more on that, warrior.
And he demand by the words of the Holy One to intend that the living may know that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men.
The Most High rules in the kingdom of men. Go ahead.
And gives it to whosoever he will.
Give it to whoever he will.
Settle up.
Now we're going to see how the Lord actually works. Do the Lord take the top people, the people at the very top, and the Lord look at them and marvel at them, and be like, man, look at how powerful they are. I want them to rule because they're so powerful. That's the way a man thinks. Men think like that. That's one of the reasons why we love the white man so damn much. And we love every race so much because they're over us. You see what I'm saying? That's carnal. That's earthly. That's how men think. That's not spiritual at all. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church love the white man and everybody because they ruling over us. They're carnal. They're not spiritual. Well, the Most High is spiritual. He's not carnal. You see what I'm saying? Give me some more on the read.
And settle up over it.
So take your time with that word because I want people to understand. I want people to see that. Take your time. Don't try and rush. Take your time. Chop every word down and say every word loud and powerful so that people get it.
And settle up over it the base of men.
Okay, let me go ahead and read that right quick. I'm gonna go ahead and read it. I'm gonna read the second part of verse 17. To the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it the basest of men. Who are the what does it mean to be the basest of men?
Like maybe the school, no?
Huh?
Basic, like the bottom.
Yes.
Men.
There you go. Say it loud.
The bottom of men.
Yes, the bottom of men. The bottom of men. The lowest of the low.
The base.
Yes, that's what the Most High sets up over it. Want me to give you some precepts on that? Huh?
I-S-U.P.K.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of call it up.
Yeah, I have to put it on speakerphone. Captain Kapash?
Yes. Welcome.
You have to talk to him on speaker.
I'll go outside. On the bathroom.
Now it sets over him the basest of men. Now let's go to Job 30.
Job or Job?
Like with Job. Job.
Oh, Job.
Right.
Okay. 8:56. You say chapter what?
Oh, wait a minute. Give me a second.
Okay.
Chapter, I think it's chapter 30.
30. You did say that's right.
Okay. All right.
Chapter 30.
Mm-hmm.
But now they that are younger than I have me and be risen.
Right. Okay. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me give you a fill out of what that's talking about right
It's
there.
885.
Huh?
885.
No, I got
Okay.
it. All right. We're gonna go to. We're gonna deal with that point. You know. Okay. Go ahead. Keep reading. Go ahead.
But now they that are younger than I have made, or than me,
Take your time.
then I have me and the risen, whose father I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
It said, whose fathers I would have disdained to even set with the dogs of my flock. Look at this. Think about this for a second.
Wow.
Remember, we were just talking about what we were talking about in Daniel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about raising up the basest of men, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, Job is going through something. Job is seeing something because Job was like a king among this land, right? He was an Israelite man that was a powerful, you know what I'm saying, like a king among these, because he lived in the land of the heathen. You know what I'm saying? Job was powerful here, but now, when Job is now being persecuted, now there's a shift now in the dynamic. The people whom he was ruling over is now ruling over him. This cowboy. Now the people is now ruling over him now. Go ahead, keep reading. I'm not going to give you a fill out of what's going on here.
Yeah. Whereto might the strength of their hand profit me.
It said, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me? You're like, he's pretty much saying these people is actually good for nothing. You know, how in the hell can the strength of their hands profit me? Go ahead.
And in old age was perished.
In old age was perished because what were they doing? Talking about them living past their time of rulership. And old age is perished as far as a nation wise. You know what I'm saying? Their sins were fulfilled and they've somehow exceeded the time that their sins should be come to the full and they will be completely judged. That's why it's saying whom old age is perished. Go ahead. It's like you seeing a dude, he's 90-something years old. He's a wicked, evil man, right? And then you marveling, you're like, God damn, how you live so goddamn long? This dude almost 100. He's been wicked his whole goddamn life. You thought that this guy was going to be dead at, you know what I'm saying? But he's like in the old age of perished. I mean, you know, these dudes should have been gone a long time ago. Go ahead, warrior.
For want and famine, they were solitary.
They were by themselves because nobody else wanted to deal with them. For want and famine, for lack of food and lack of everything and famine, nobody wanted to deal with them. They were, you know, to themselves up in them Caucasus Mountains. No nation wanted to deal with them.
Caucasian.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? What was it? The 13th tribe. What other nation wanted to deal with them during the time? You ever read that book? You ever saw it?
I don't know about the 13th tribe.
Francisco? Oh man, that's a pretty deep book. You know what I'm saying? That book right there, let me let people in on something. That book right there is talking about Job 30. I'm just keeping it real. Even though the author might not even know about Job, the 30th chapter, which I'm quite sure he didn't know. But it goes right along with what the Bible says about that. right along with it. It is a dead ringer, dead on. You know what I'm saying? Even in the writings and stuff that they had, it spells this out of who it's talking about. 13 Tribes is a good book to read. Me, myself, personally, I only like it just for that point. Everything else in it, you know what I'm saying? All right. Let's go ahead and keep reading.
For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, and former time, desolate.
Desolate and waste.
And waste. Who cut up marshmallows.
Cut up, no, not marshmallows.
Or mallows. Mallows by.
They weren't cutting up the marshmallows, you know what I'm saying?
No, man. Who cut up mallows by the bushes.
And juniper roots for their meat.
They were driven forth from among men.
Because everyone that saw them knew that they were thieves and they were evil and wanted to kill them. So they had to be driven away. Because during the time when Rome fell, all the other nations that couldn't mess with Rome at first is now, oh shit.
They gotta run.
We can get them down. Yeah, we can get them down. You know what I'm saying? You stole and y'all did this and y'all did that when everybody was worshiping them before time. Like y'all did this and y'all did that. Nah, we can ready take revenge out now. Yeah, there we go. Read that part again.
They were driven forth from among men.
That's how they were driven forth from among men. Now you got to try and run to a mountaintop some goddamn where. To where now you can see the invaders if they coming. If everybody's coming to kill you because you're a goddamn fugitive, you have to have the high ground where you can look down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
To see if anybody's coming to kill you. Right?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
They cried after them as after a thief.
As after a thief.
To dwell.
Think about that. Go ahead.
To dwell in the cliffs.
To dwell.
Of the valleys and caves of the earth.
Who did that?
The white man.
Yeah, who did that? Who did that?
Man.
Right.
Esau.
Go ahead.
And to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys and caves of the earth, and in the rocks, among the bushes they grayed.
Among the bushes. What were they doing? Growling and grunting and eating little berries and shit. Turning over rocks, eating snails, like they, you know what I'm saying? That's where France got that custom from, of eating snails. They got that from when their ass was here. You know what I'm saying? And they once they came into power, they called it the delicacy because they liked it so much. Why they sitting there slamming black people and everything, be like, well, chitlins is what y'all ate during the time of slavery. Well, why y'all want to eat them now? Well, you got to ask them the question, why y'all want to eat a goddamn snail now? You know what I'm saying? And y'all rich and powerful now. When y'all had to flip over rocks and eat little bugs and snails and night crawlers and shit like that. Now you at the top. Now you got this fancy restaurant and you have the same snails and night crawlers and shit on your goddamn plate. You know what I'm saying? It'll show how stupid they are. You know what I'm saying? That's also a testament to them being the basis of men also. You know what I'm saying? They were eating little goddamn, night crawlers and worms and all kind of shit like that. Go ahead.
They dip it with chocolate too.
Yeah, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Eating bugs and all that. They doing that as being rich. They're being rich and doing that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You want to find out who somebody is, don't just look at what they do when they're poor. Look at what they do when they're rich.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You look at what they do when they're rich. Because see what they do, they try and, find out who you are when you're poor. You know what I'm saying? And they say, see, look what he is. Look what he is. After they stripped you from every goddamn thing. Now you eating pork chops. Look at them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You eating damn, foods that, eating ramen noodles. See, look, they like that. You know what I'm saying? Which ramen noodles ain't unlawful.
Yeah, man.
It ain't unlawful, but they attach it to you like it is unlawful. You know what I'm saying? Just because they know that they made you poor. You know what I'm saying? You know, not dissing anybody like Raymond Noodle. I'm just saying though, if we had a certain amount of money, we would never touch a goddamn Raymond Noodle. I know I would.
Right. I
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch no goddamn Raymond Noodle. I'm just keeping it real.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna eat better food. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Yes,
You know?
sir. Yes, sir.
But you know, but I mean, but they sit there and make pork the cheapest meat, and then we go buy the buckets of chicken and say, look at. You know what I'm saying? While they are rich, on the other hand, you know what I'm saying, and still eating snails. Look at them. They have the choice to pick whatever food they want, and they choose to eat a goddamn night crow.
Oh my God.
Now that show you who is what. That show you who is what right there. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get back into the scriptures, though.
Yes, sir. Okay. Among the bushes, they prayed under the nettles. They were gathered together.
They were got together. Go ahead.
They were children of fools. Yeah. Children of base men.
What kind of men?
Base men.
Oh, now go back to Daniel's 4:17. The children of what?
Basement.
Children of what?
Basement.
Basement. Say it.
Basement.
Right. Basement. Right.
Daniel
Now.
17.
Right. Daniel 17 and that second part of that verse. Hold that thought.
Yes, sir. You say Daniel 7, okay, 17. Okay.
4 and 17.
4 and 17. I got it.
Go ahead, warrior.
Daniel 4:17. If it be so. Chapter 3. No, this is chapter 3, man.
Okay. 4 and 17, I got it.
Okay.
I'll take it.
I have it now.
Okay, go ahead.
This matter.
Go ahead and take it from the second part of the verse to the intent.
Okay.
Go to the intent, start there.
To the intent that the living may know that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men.
The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. You ain't impressing him. He's not impressed. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Go ahead.
And give it to whosoever he will.
And give it to him to whosoever he will.
And
You
settle up.
Think you're successful. Well, maybe you need to see what, the throne and everything look like. Maybe you need to see that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Think you're successful and everything. Go ahead.
And settle up over it to the base of men.
And set it up over it, the basest of men. Just like we just got through reading in Job. You see what I'm saying? That's how the Most High does things.
They'll give it to the
And
Lord.
that's why he put the white man at the damn top right now that eats snails in France.
It used to be the lowest.
Yes. That's why he put the Chinese man up so goddamn high to run around eating octopuses. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And all kind of things like that, Hell, he put the Africans over there cutting off goddamn clits. And putting plates in their damn lips. And put them over us too. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, they own stories too.
And they're not over us because they're so goddamn great.
There's a lot of Africans here, and
you know what I'm saying?
I've seen it.
And they have a culture, but it's not a real culture. I just seen a little thing, on Facebook, battling with somebody. They talking about blacks. Kanye West was right. Blacks have no culture. No, think about it. We have the best culture. That's why people want a piece of that culture to empower themselves. You see what I'm saying?
That's why we copy everything we do.
Yes, that's why. That's why.
Everything.
Yes, because we have the culture. They have a culture. We have the culture.
We'll take nothing and make it look like, we'll take nothing. Black people like the brokest, but who dressed the best? You know,
right,
we
yeah,
looking
and then
nice.
everybody want to dress like us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
We the
saying?
poorest.
And all of that stems from something. You know what I'm saying? All of that stems, the way that we dress, all of that stuff stems from something. You know what I'm saying? Stems from what? A culture.
Hey,
go ahead.
Even our food.
Yeah,
Even our food, man.
Even
Hey.
in this captivity. Even in this
Uh-huh.
captivity.
Heck yeah, man.
Even in captivity, there's still residue of our culture in the captivity.
Yes, sir.
And it makes everybody else rich. So who got the best culture? Who got the culture while everybody else got a culture?
The 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Even if you don't know it, you got it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We can't shake our culture off of us. You know what I'm saying? We can't do it. You know what I'm saying? We cannot get rid of the culture. I don't give a damn what the hell they try to do to us, what we want to do to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got dudes out there that don't want nothing to do with the truth, won't want anything to do with the truth or whatever. He do something and then other people still want to follow it. You know what I'm saying? Other races still want to follow it.
Right.
You know, because they understand that he has the culture. You know, and what it is a bastardized version of it, hold the point for you, it's a bastardized version of it. But when you go back to the goddamn root, you'll find the culture. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, you start using that. We have the culture while everybody else has a culture. You know what I'm saying? We got the real thing. They got to have some of our culture just to make themselves afloat, just to keep themselves afloat. You know what I'm saying? They have to. I mean, damn, even in our
destruction. Come on, Chinese, they got Chinese rap now.
Right.
When it sounded like Migos, I think GEN.YAHANNA said that one time. You know, now they sounded like Migos, the Chinese people.
Now you strip them of all of that, what do they have?
Nothing.
They don't have anything at all. You strip them of everything that they, any way that they imitate us, they have absolutely nothing at all.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have anything. They'll be the plainest. I mean, damn. You want a sign of this? Look at places like Bosnia, which has way less of us. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because I was watching this thing about like where about a certain like Ukrainian or Russian or Croatian. It was Croatian boxer or something like that, and they went to their homeland and see how they and the homeland was all poor and messed up and everything, right? But you know what you did see? Because they were riding down this road. You seen all this war-torn shit, but they had a billboard. They had a billboard of some big buff black dude, and he was some type of famous male stripper over there. You know what I'm saying? He was all buffed up and stuff like that on the goddamn billboard. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, this nigga right here is the one that's raising the goddamn economy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why you see all of this war-torn stuff going around, right? You know what I'm saying? And not saying that no male stripping is not our culture. But what does it lead back to? It leads back to us still being the most desirable men on the face of the goddamn planet. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because we are the men that everybody else knows that they're really not supposed to be with. You know what I'm saying? And we're the men with the blessing on us. You know what I'm saying? So that makes women want us even more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Being desirable is in our culture. I'm just keeping it real. Being desirable is in the black man's culture. Imagine how many women wanted Jacob. Why do you think Abraham had to say, don't get with the daughters of Canaan? Why do you think the Lord had to make a law saying for us not to get with heathen women? You see what I'm saying? Because them being with us is almost like them being with God.
Right.
That's what makes us so desirable to them. You see what I'm saying? Even in our state of destruction. Right. You see what I'm saying? That makes us, that's why Potiphar's wife wanted Joseph so much. She had a yearning desire for this dude that she couldn't even understand. You see what I'm saying?
Go with the
She wanted him so bad. Look what all she went through just to be with this dude, to try and get with Joseph. And I even seen read records where it even got worse than what the scriptures
Pharaohs. And Joseph, the Pharaoh hit the
yeah,
man.
I read in one book, it said
she lied on him.
Yeah, check this out. When she brought Joseph out, because this is not scripture. Don't take this as Bible. This is not scriptural.
Yes, sir.
Listen to what I'm saying, though. This is not scriptural. This is not in the Bible, not in the Apocrypha. I'm going to let that out there to be known, right? It said when she brought out Joseph, right? You know, it said when she brought Joseph into the dining room of all of her rich, aristocrat wives of, this dude and that dude, of Egyptians and everything. It said that the women, they had like the utensils in their hands, right? It said the women seen Joseph and they squeezed their knives so hard to where the blood ran down out of their fingers and everything, and they wanted him so bad. They didn't even realize what was going on. You know what I'm saying? It said from their lust, when they saw him, that they squeezed their knives, you know what I'm saying, until the blood ran down. You know what I'm saying?
Easy.
Yeah. Being desirable like that is in our culture. You know what I'm saying? It is. I mean, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because they believe that getting with one of us is the closest thing to being with God and corrupting what is holy. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah.
So I understood that whole thing with he's the goddamn only black figure, and I'm thinking to myself, this dude is boosting the goddamn economy up there, just like LeBron James did for Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James. Let's bounce that back to our culture. LeBron James, cold with a basketball, athletic as you can be, hop up, you know what I'm saying, dunking from goddamn free throw line and all of that stuff. What culture does that bounce back to? It bounces back to warfare, because we are a people that is good at warfare. You know what I'm saying? We are people that's good with war. We was always known. We was feared for it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Warrior.
The first warriors that died of World War I and II were African American.
Okay. The first ones that died. All right, that's somebody dying. I mean, somebody can die in anything. I'm talking about how we kicked ass.
Right, but Esau sent them to fight first.
Yes, I understand that. I understand that, but it doesn't take no amazing feat to go into something and die.
No, but that's what Esau wanted to do.
But here's the thing. It takes an amazing feat for someone to go in somewhere and kick ass. That's what it takes. That's amazing, right? Somebody running into the war all goofy footed and dying. Ain't no songs to be sung about that goddamn dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Songs are based on how you kick ass, how you beat people's ass. You know what I'm saying?
Esau didn't want to go in the front lines because they knew they were going to die.
I understand that. Yes, but that's not something amazing.
No,
that's not something amazing.
It's like a trap, by the way.
A nigga being able to die from the free throw line and stab a spear in a motherfucker's head is amazing. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
A nigga doing a 360 dunk and slamming a damn, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A goddamn, you know what I'm saying, a sword in a nigga's neck.
Oh, hey, yeah.
That's amazing. Running out and goofy footing in a front line somewhere and getting shot up, that's not amazing right there. That's not amazing. That's not something to be, that's not what I'm talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a nigga, juking niggas and everything, you know what I'm saying? And then coming around, pow, and slicing niggas and juking niggas and, you know what I'm saying? Doing crossover of niggas and make a nigga break his ankle and then stab him in his goddamn neck, cut his throat. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking that's amazing, right? That's amazing stuff. You see what I'm saying?
The Holyfield, Mayweather.
Right, that type of stuff is amazing. You know him by victories, not by how you got your ass kicked.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You know them by your victories. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know, but that's my my point with that. But with now LeBron James, based on his warring ability that he don't even know he got, the economy of Cleveland was boosted way up to the point to where when he left, they start burning his jerseys. Now, who got the culture? Because we are also a culture of warriors. Who got that?
LeBron, black. I
Yeah.
mean, when I say black,
Yeah.
I mean all the 12 tribes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
You see what I'm saying?
Tribe
You see what I'm
of
talking
Israel.
about?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So who has the culture? They got a culture.
Mhm.
We have
The culture.
That's the difference. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Black woman grow her hair out. She grow her nice afro and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Big banging afro. Everybody's gonna want to do it too. Because an afro is in our culture.
Shit, you got white boys with braids and dreads now.
Yeah, because of whose culture are they trying to? Dreads is not our culture, but we took on that culture.
Mm-hmm.
We took on that culture because we boosted up the East Indians culture. Because dreadlocks is actually East Indian. We wasn't doing that stuff at first.
What?
Yeah, that's East Indian.
That our brothers.
We became Rastas and all of that, start, doing that, and then everybody started doing it. If we didn't take that on, and the East Indians just kept it, it would just be an East Indian thing. That's the reason why you don't see niggas running around naked today with the little jock strap thing on, with that little thing they be wearing in Africa. The little thing, the little penis thing.
Oh, no, man.
You don't see niggas running around like that, do you?
Oh, man.
You don't see niggas, you see them running around like that, but you don't see that stuff's not taken. But let us do it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? If we start to imitate that, everybody will want to do it.
Goodbye, take over. Yeah, man.
You know why? Because our culture is to be the kings and leaders, and as the king is, so is the people. A nation of kings and priests. So what's our culture? To be a nation of kings and priests. And everybody will follow us regardless of whether it's right or wrong. We have the culture, not a culture. Let's get that understood. And with that being said, we are the I.S.U.P.K coming out of 1 West on the 25th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm the commander, GEN.YAHANNA. You can go ahead and clip that, warrior.
1 West to the death of me. Till they bury me. 1 West till they bury me. Yeah, man.
You got that?
Not yet.
Okay.
I gotta go back.
Man, that was great, man. Heck yeah, man.
Word.
How do you shut this off? I don't want to. I can't do it. You push it enter twice. Your head is black.
I don't know. What was it recording and everything?
Yes. You like California.
Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on here.
You need to watch it. Try to get to this. Let me see. That.
This is an Amazon account. Hold on. Go back to here. See what the hell's going on here.
There it is.
Okay, there we go.
In the stream.
All right, in the stream. Yeah, that's what you want to go.
There. Send it. I got it. Stop. Because I already made the noise. I did click that one and.
Because it's done.
Right.
Because it's done. It'll say you have to save it. You have to save it.
Leave.
Okay, this shit set up fucking different. Yeah, I know. I mean, you want to leave me. It'd be like an option or whatever. So you want to save, you want to go to the council.